this mailbag was inspired by the mailbag that used to be on Zelda Dungeon's YouTube channel, and the host of it left, and their mailbag kind of went away for a few years, but now they brought it back with the original host. So if you guys are fans of getting your questions answered, please go there. But if you would like us to answer your questions on this mailbag, on this podcast, please put your questions in the comments below. Some of you who are watching it live, we will try to get to your questions as well. And if you want to guarantee your question to be read and answered and be featured on the podcast, head over to patreon.com/GameOverJesse, where you can pledge at any amount to have your question guaranteed to be featured. So our first question, well, first off, because we have a new guest here for the mailbag, Holly, go ahead and introduce yourself for some of the people.
Oh yes, hello guys, my name is Holly Wolf. I am a model and cosplayer, and I love Zelda.
Alright, and we have... And because of these questions, for the people who are like, oh, she's just a fake gamer girl.
Gamer girl.
These questions that she's going to be answering will prove you wrong. Yes. And then, of course, as always, we have Daniel. So,
hello. I am here too.
Yes.
We have a lot of questions from Discord as well, including one of our patrons.
Oh, okay.
So that's, yeah.
We'll get to her question next. I assume it's a girl, because we don't have any
it's Ashley.
Guy Patreons. I think it's all the girls. They just love your beautiful face, Daniel. That's why.
Mine?
Yeah, that's
my
why
beautiful
it's like,
face?
That's why
coming from you, Mr. Glorious Beard? Mr. Mr. Handsome.
Alright.
Oh my goodness.
Alright, calm down. Settle down.
I mean, I do have razor sharp cheekbones, though, so...
There you go, that's it,
There was a couple of people who was like, who's this Keanu Reeves lookalike?
Oh.
I do have emotions, okay?
Alright, so...
Actually, most people say I look like Andy Samberg.
Oh.
I think it's the teeth. It's my gap.
Alright. Queue up.
No, I know how to kill a room.
get the question from the Patreon ready, and we'll get to it after this one. But the first question, a very simple one, comes from the champion of Morrowind, which actually is in the chat right now. So he's getting his question answered that he left on the last video. What is your least favorite Zelda game? Not saying any of them are bad. Starting with you, Holly. What Zelda game do you just hate? Or at least your least favorite.
I don't know. That's changed over time, obviously, because I didn't like Wind Waker when it first came out until I played it, and then it changed my mind on it, obviously. Can I say Link's crossbow training?
Does that count? That doesn't count, Holly.
No, it is. Unlike the...
It's canon, guys.
No, unlike...
I mean, there's no reason for it to not be canon, but it doesn't have Zelda in the title.
Unlike the CDI games. So unlike the CDI games, Link's crossbow training was actually made by Nintendo.
Yeah, see?
Yeah.
So...
Okay, ground rules. No CDI games and no spin-offs, because like I like Hyrule Warriors, but I wouldn't count it as a Zelda game, right?
We'll let you. We'll come back to you on your least favorite.
Come back to me. This is hard.
I am going to say Phantom Hourglass. Now, Phantom Hourglass, I would say is like a 6 out of 10. I would say it's better than a lot of other games, but for the Zelda series, it's the one that I least like to play. And there was a sign, like one of the signs you can come up to and read, not like Jesus knocking on your door kind of sign, but
it wasn't a sign from God.
yes, it was a sign from God that the game was just horrible. No, there was a sign in the game that you could read, or a message that you could come across that kind of poked fun at itself. That was like, who thought an all motion control Zelda game was a good idea or something, or like, why doesn't this have traditional buttons? And it was kind of like breaking the fourth wall, kind of poking fun at itself, because Phantom Hourglass, you attack, you walk, you do everything with the touchscreen. Like, you can't use the buttons to run around and move. So I thought it would have been the perfect candidate for a Wii U remake, because you still had the two screens. You could use the touchscreen to move like you could in the original game, or if they added traditional controls, then you could still have the same gameplay, or, you know, not change too much of it, because you still have the touchscreen that you can use for some of the puzzles, but you bringing it with traditional controls would have been great. But the way that they had it originally wasn't that great. Spirit Tracks, same gameplay style, all touchscreen, but I thought it was a little bit better than Phantom Hourglass. So that's mine. What is yours, Daniel?
You know, I was gonna say almost the same thing. I was gonna say Phantom Hourglass, and the Spirit Tracks is so much better. I wouldn't say a little bit better. I would say they took everything that was like any feedback from Phantom Hourglass, and they just took it to the next level. Spirit Tracks is above and beyond way better than Phantom Hourglass. A lot of people disagree with me on that. I don't care. It's so much better. They took like the whole Temple of the Ocean King thing, where you have to play through the same dungeon over and over again, and sneaking around it, and they actually made that fun, and that you don't have to go through all the same floors over again in the Tower of Tower of Spirits? Yeah, the big tower, and then, you know, the train controls are way better than the boat Lineback ship controls. Way better. Having the puzzles where you have Zelda with her Phantom are way better than, you know, everything was elevated. Just
the way they used
even the aesthetics
was the puzzle in itself. Because you would have
honestly,
to
like,
pick,
driving it's so much easier.
Yeah, like you would have to pick where, like when to take which route or route on the train tracks, because the ghost trains, I think that's what they were called. The demon trains, whatever they were, like they would be coming at you, so you'd have to pick which one to go to, and then like sometimes there would be little mini games pop up that you could do while on it. So like it wasn't just get on the train, go to point A from point B. Like there was gameplay there. Unlike Wind Waker or Phantom Hourglass, where you could just set it down while you're on your way.
Yeah, and like you could, you know, like go for sunken treasure and stuff in both Phantom Hourglass and Wind Waker. But I mean, I found unless you were like really super dexterous and able to draw perfectly straight lines, the boat controls in Phantom Hourglass were really janky. And because you were stuck on the train tracks, it was so much smoother to control the train. And yeah, like you said, it's almost sort of a little mini game or a puzzle in itself when you're driving the train. Yeah, so I replayed Spirit Tracks a number of times. I've played Phantom Hourglass twice ever, which is really low for a Zelda game for me. And Spirit Tracks I played probably 6 times, and it's just so. Yeah, every other Zelda game I can think of, like, honestly, I would say I would rate above Phantom Hourglass, like, by quite a bit. And then all of this is not to say that I dislike Phantom Hourglass. I actually still do enjoy that game. But when I'm like, I want to play Zelda, that is definitely not my go-to. I'm not, this just doesn't even, I don't even think about it most of the time. Minish Cap was really good. Like, I've played Minish Cap through once, because I only played it for the first time last year or 2 years ago, and I would sooner go back to that than Phantom Hourglass. Same. I haven't played the Oracle games, so I didn't even consider them for this list.
Yeah, I haven't played those either.
Yeah, those are the only Zelda games I haven't played, is the Oracle games, and I haven't finished playing Link's Awakening, as I said earlier. But yeah, Yeah, so Jesse, I 100% agree with you, except that I think more highly of Spirit Tracks, I guess.
All right.
What
about you?
I think
Holly?
I bought you enough time there, Holly.
No, actually, you guys totally... I actually forgot about those two games even existed. To be honest, when I was trying to think about them, I didn't even think about
comparison to the other Zelda games, they are kind of forgettable.
They're weak
Yeah.
to me.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
I
better
didn't even...
than a lot of other DS games that were out.
exactly.
Like, definitely.
I didn't even remember they existed when you asked me what way. Yeah, I'm sorry, but like when I think of Zelda, exactly, I think of Ocarina of Time, I think of Majora's Mask, Skyward Sword, Twilight Princess, all like that's what I think of, A Link Between Worlds and like Link's Awakening, because I literally forgot those games existed. So I would say both of them. I would say both. Because I don't know, when I played them, I was a bit younger too, and they just didn't stick with me like Majora's Mask and Ocarina of Time did. So
yeah,
like
I would say that like it's always good to go back and play them again because you can kind of see the faults and the highlights. Yeah, but like
you forget a lot.
Playing through Phantom Hourglass, like the second time I played through it, I was like, okay, I'll play them like back to back, and the whole time I was playing through Phantom Hourglass, I was like, I can't wait to finish this so I can play Spirit Tracks because it's so much better.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, like I felt like I was like doing a chore almost, like before I could get to the fun game, you know? It just yeah. Oops.
Totally
someone watching this is gonna be upset with me.
Well, they'll be upset with me too because I just don't even register them as.
Oh.
I'm like,
but like
what?
Soundtrack even the soundtrack is like tenfolds better in Spirit Tracks.
Yeah, but soundtracks in Majora's Mask are, better than all of that. So.
Yes. Yeah, actually, I really like Majora's Mask soundtracks as well.
Yeah, it's my go-to for whenever I feel like listening to Zelda music. So.
Yeah.
And if you're ever in like a really weird, like melancholic mood, just like get some good headphones and listen to Great Bay Temple. And you'll feel like like you're in a weird state, like you're in another world.
So good.
Oh.
Right.
Jesse's probably shaking his head right now. Like, we have to move on, guys.
Yeah, let's move on. What's the next?
Daniel, you're supposed to be getting the question from Patreon lady.
Oh no, I was talking about Zelda too much.
Yeah,
this comes from Rivali's Boo / Ashley.
Okay.
So I think we gave her a huge shout out.
Hold on. What are your thoughts on Rivali, Holly?
Rivali's kind of a prick.
Well,
yeah, he's not the most likable character, but I actually really like him.
All right, so there's a sort of an inside joke on the Discord with Ashley, who changed her name to Rivali's Boo, because in one of the podcasts, someone asked, "What is your favorite or least favorite champions?"
Right.
Mine was Rivali. I think maybe Daniel's was as well, and I actually made the statement: who likes Rivali? Like, out of all of the others, who would like Rivali the most? And a lot of people were commenting that like Zelda Master's favorite's Rivali, or like
oh no.
And then they were saying,
Luke, come on, man.
Yeah.
Daruk is the best champion. I don't care what anyone says.
Yeah. But I think we talked about the champions when he was on, and he never mentioned Rivali, so
no.
Maybe he
actually,
mentioned
I also
it in one
really
of his...
like Urbosa. Everyone's all about Mipha, but Urbosa's a badass.
Yeah.
Honestly.
So Ashley, and the thing, she either seen the video or we started talking about it later, and people were like talking about how I said that who would like Rivali, and she said her favorite was Rivali, so she changed her name on Discord to Rivali's Boo.
That's cute.
Yeah. So your thoughts on Rivali, really quick.
No, I like him. He's not my favorite out of the 4 champions, but I really like his theme song.
Yeah.
Really, out of the 4, I really like his. I don't know, man. He's just got a little bit of an attitude, but I don't think he's a terrible, character or a terrible person in general. I just think, he's got a little bit of a chip on his shoulder, and it shows, obviously. I don't know, maybe his parents were too hard on him as a kid, and they're like, you suck at archery or something, you know? And he's like, well, now I want to be the best archer ever because parents were so mean to me or something. And,
you know, and I think you're onto something with that, because in Champion's Ballad, the Rivali song Memory, you see him like training really hard and pushing himself, and you see this moment of vulnerability in him, and it's like a very humanizing moment for this character that otherwise has just been a jerk the whole time, and he just has that moment where he's like, I gotta train harder, like I can do this. Until Zelda shows up and he realizes he's being watched. That she's there.
Yeah, exactly.
And then suddenly he's cocky again and a jerk again, right? So
yeah, he's putting on a front, clearly. So yeah, I like that scene. It was really good. So.
Yeah. It was a very, like I said, very humanizing moment, even though he's not actually a human character.
Yeah,
but you know what I mean?
Yeah, there's no other word for that.
So what was Ashley's
question?
Okay, so Ashley actually has 2 questions that she left in Discord. So the first one is... Oh, sorry? What you say?
I was going to say, like, we usually don't take 2 from the same person, but since she is a Patreon member, we will take her question. She's actually in the chat right now.
She's got the dough, she's got the privilege.
If you go to the YouTube live stream, she's in the chat.
Cute.
Oh, great.
Kind of trolling, so...
Oh, good. Keep it up.
Yeah.
So her first question is, and I think I know the answer from all of us on this one, but the question is, have you located all the Korok seeds?
No.
And actually someone else posted a meme under that says, collect all the Korok seeds, ain't nobody got time for that.
Right? Excuse me, I've done all the shrines, there's no way in hell I'm collecting all the Korok seeds. Sorry.
I set out to. I did all the shrines as well. I got about 600 Korok seeds, and then I was
not
like...
even close.
And I'm like, I can't keep doing this, man. I was going nuts. So I figured as long as I had enough to completely upgrade my inventory, that was okay to... Like, and it kind of did irk me because I'm a total completionist, especially when it comes to Zelda. But I do give myself a little bit of slack. Like, I never finished the fishing journals in Twilight Princess, for example.
Oh, okay.
There's just some things that I gotta let slide as like, okay, I'm not gonna count this towards my completion.
And I feel like as soon as like we found out what the reward was,
and it was like
people were kind of like,
spoiler alert, but it's poop, guys.
It's a gold poop emoji. So yeah, I think people were just kind of like, okay. So
okay, we don't need to do this.
Go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, what was her second question? Also, someone... I don't think you were here during that stream, but do you remember the last live stream that you joined, Holly, where someone kept on calling us thoughts?
Oh, yeah. Yes.
It's back in the chat.
Oh,
again.
No.
Thank you.
Thought. So.
Yes.
Thanks for the compliment, guys.
That was during the Game Awards. Yeah.
Yeah, that was it. All right, what was her second question?
Ashley's second question is, and this is actually a really good question, Ashley.
The videos on this channel are funded by supporters on Patreon like you. If you're a fan of this channel and would like to join on videos, receive shoutouts, watch videos early, have your questions answered, or have your topic discussed on our podcast, please consider supporting on Patreon for these and many other rewards for just $1. Shoutouts for this video includes Link Use the Triforce, Rusty Caulfield, Lovable Christy, Give Time 15, Shadow to Us, Robbie Morgan, and Lunarium. I want to thank all of you for everything you have done to help support this channel.